5 minutes. Action signal now.
Let's review the mission details. As you know, a terrorist group called Red Falcon has been carrying out limited strikes around the globe. We've confirmed reports they've set up shop on the main island of Galuga, following the meteor event earlier this year. The Federation immediately dispatched the GX Army, as they were in the vicinity for military exercises. They seemed to be making headway until 3 days ago, when we lost contact.
You're kidding. Gen 10 is the strongest unit in the Federation Army. No way some fringe upstarts took him out.
While it's still unconfirmed, we should assume the worst. Apparently, the Red Falcon are more powerful than we realized. Speaking of which, our science division has some troubling intel of their own. Dr. Drake.
The Federation's interstellar satellite network detected a gravity anomaly. Something on Earth emitting gravity waves strong enough to circle the planet. Their source coordinates align squarely on the Galuga archipelago.
This gives us reason to suspect the Red Falcon are developing gravity weapons.
Gravity weapons. The Federation banned them decades ago.
That's right, Lance. We can't risk destructive power of that magnitude falling into the wrong hands. My weapons division at Henriksen Industries confirms those readings are consistent with the components of a gravity bomb. Even just storing that thing improperly could cause tectonic shifts, climate disturbances, or worst case, a potential black hole.
Bill, Lance, given the situation, I think it's clear why the Federation enlisted our EMC Contra unit. Your primary objective is to engage Red Falcon ground forces, confirm the source of those gravity waves, and disarm it. If at all possible, locate the GX Army and report back with their current status. There's a Red Falcon stronghold not far from your drop. Infiltrate the base and apprehend their lieutenant. His field intel will help determine our next move.
A remote hideout, missing super soldiers, and a doomsday weapon.
Hell of a Friday.
Time to introduce ourselves.
Hell yeah, brother.
Our chopper's taken enemy fire. It's going down!
That's strike one.
It's all 3 by my count.
Contra had arrived when the entire jungle caught fire. It's been a while, Bill. What are you doing here?
We're here to save your ass.
If the EMC was gonna stick its nose in this operation, they could have at least have sent a small army.
Looks like the small army couldn't handle it. So here we are.
I suppose so. At any rate, stay alert. These guys aren't messing around.
What's the sit rep, Ironside? Where are your guys?
I lost contact while running advanced recon. Probably signal jammers or something. I'm not worried. Put that in your report. I'll keep in touch, just in case things get too hot for you Contra.
I heard Stanley's update. Let him worry about the GXO. You two focus on finding the enemy base.
Roger that. Knock, knock.
Entry point, located. We clear to proceed, Commander?
Copy that. Falcon is obviously on alert, but we haven't seen anything unexpected.
Apologies, Commander. We should discuss the chopper attack.
Yeah, we should. How'd they get a missile past our sensors?
That's it exactly. It wasn't a missile.
What?
Whatever it was, our scans indicate organic matter.
Organic? What exactly does this mean, then?
It means we have a good opener when we find the guy in charge. I'm ready if y'all are.
Resume the mission. Locate Red Falcon's lieutenant for questioning.
We'll update when we know more. Over and out.
Hope they don't mind if I borrow a hover bike. No time to waste.
Don't shoot! I'm not one of them. Not anymore.
Who the hell are you? Talk fast, soldier.
Name is Bradley. I'm just a merc, you know? Signed up for some easy money, but these guys are terrorists, man. The other guys were brainwashed or something. They're like freaking zombies.
What about you?
Guess I'm different. They locked me up for some weird experiments. That's why I'm getting out. Now! So how about it? Can you get me off this island? Please?
Strap in, Merc. Help me find Red Falcon's lieutenant.
No way! You don't understand. Someone let me out. They're trying to kill me! I gotta get out of here.
This guy for real?
See? Thanks for the help, but I gotta get out of here.
Well, you still owe me. I like it when they come to us.
Stop it! Move it! Are you asleep in there? Drive!
Look at this guy.
Looks like a dead end! Stop moving! Damn! Hit the brake!
Base like this has to have a data center or something, right? Up ahead. That looks promising. The lieutenant? Has he had work done?
Hello guys and welcome. I hope that you're doing well. My name is UHD King, aka I play 4K, aka I play 8K, aka I play 16K, and during this video I demonstrated Contra Operation Galuga game running with the help of Intel i9 9900K processor and Titan RTX video card by Nvidia. Let me real quick go ahead and show you the specifications. As you can see, game just crashed. Game is crashing while I'm playing gamepad with the gamepad, and I'm pressing a lot of buttons. And under 4K video resolution, 1 FPS is running very high. It's not without any VSync. Sometimes it's crashing during that level. Okay, so if I'm going to restart, everything will be fine. It's just crashing because I think it's doing a bad job on the software level by the software developer, game developers, when it's cleaning the garbage collector, all those shots, all those data, and something is overrunning something. It's not the video RAM, it's not my hardware, it's not the system RAM, it's just something and it's crashing. So Titan RTX was running completely maximum visuals. Keep in mind that I walked through the whole Contra Operation Galuga on PC with the Titan RTX video card and Intel i9 9900K in 8K UHD video resolution completely from level 1 till the end, and go ahead and check it out. It's going to be a beautiful 8K video resolution walkthrough, world's record for the first time, available on YouTube. Will be available over UHDking.com for you to watch. I'm also going to test it 5K, 6K, 7K, 8K, 10K, two different 10Ks, like 10K UHD, 16 divided by 9 aspect ratio, and 10K, just a 10K. Then 12K UHD, which is 16 divided by 9 aspect ratio. Then 12K, 4 Apple Pro XDR screens stitched together. Then 12K, 3 8K UHD screens in vertical mode, and finally I will try to go ahead and demonstrate it for you. The 16K video resolution will be available over UHDking.com, but I already know that 16K video resolution, a spoiler for you, will be not playable but will be benchable. Titan RTX video card is the first video card in the world that was available in 2018 before the newer video cards, much faster, and that's going to equip with much higher VRAM capacity. Titan RTX, however, is the first video card equipped with 24 GB of video RAM that is capable to run Contra Operation Galuga PC game that was released in 2024. As you can see, it looks like Contra Legacy, Contra Classic game back in 8-bit consoles in 1990s, but with much updated graphics and running Unity game engine. But developers did a little bit sloppy job, and I'm going to explain to you guys throughout my benchmarks in all of those resolutions. All right, so Titan RTX was running stock 100 mega, was running overclock, maximum overclock with the software running on air in home safe environment. But keep in mind, overclocking your PC hardware components, you're doing it on your own risk and expenses. Nobody going to compensate you anything. You're doing it on your own pocket. Okay, but I'm going to have a great tutorial how to overclock Titan RTX video card, RTX 2080 Ti video card, the best possible scenario for the gaming, the best possible scenario for the crypto mining, and how to overclock Intel i9 9900K, which is Intel 9 Gen CPU, for the gaming and for the workstation, like 3D rendering, video encoding. So do not miss it. It's going to be available with step-by-step instruction, not like one of those copycats, but everything will be explained over UHDking.com, okay, or iplay4k.com. So Titan RTX was running maximum overclock, as you can see, and while I was doing that, I increased for free about a little bit above 10% of the performance in terms of the FPS final value throughout my gameplays, and while overclock the GPU, I increased the pixel free rate by 9 gigapixels. Textual free rate was also increased by 30 gigatexels while overclocked the GPU, and bandwidth on the video RAM was increased while overclocked the video RAM by 1300 megahertz, but just because it's GDR6, external effective frequency will be multiplied by 2, so 2600 megahertz, okay? So Titan RTX running 7000 megahertz, its internal frequency of GDR6, but external effective frequency will be times 2, 14,000 megahertz. Right now, plus 2600 megahertz will be 16,600 megahertz overclock, and maximum performance of the GDR6 24 gigabyte of Samsung video memory. Okay, so let me go ahead and bring it to stock, and you're gonna see how it's operating while running Titan RTX at stock, just like Nvidia envisioned that. So 169 gigapixels, so we lost 10 gigapixels while the GPU is running stock. Textual free rate by 30 gigatexels per second lost, and the whole GPU running stock. And bandwidth lost 120 gigabytes per second while video RAM running stock on the Titan RTX. While video RAM is overclocked, it's running just exactly as GDR6 running on RTX 30 series video cards and RTX 40 series video cards by the Nvidia. Okay, because those type of video cards, newer generation video cards, has a little bit revised and better version of the GDR6 memory of video RAM. Alright guys, so as you can see, 120 gigabytes that we lost, it's double the bandwidth per second that we can push out of our system RAM DDR4. Out of system RAM DDR4, it's only 50,000 megabytes or 50 gigabytes per second bandwidth communication that CPU can push on the system RAM DDR4. So DDR4, guys, usually 16 times slower than GDR6. Okay, but as you can see, I'm running below 43 nanoseconds latency. This is the fastest possible scenario for system RAM DDR4, by the way, but it's going to be 16 times slower than GDR6 as video RAM. Okay, I was running Intel 9th generation CPU, which is i9-9900K. It was overclocked to 5.2 gigahertz or 5200 megahertz per every single core, and to achieve that, I disabled the hyper-threading technology in the BIOS. So I was running only physical cores, physical thread. 9th gen Intel CPU doesn't have P cores, performance cores, doesn't have E cores, efficiency cores. It's only physical cores or hyper-threading technology, which is additional logical threads, logical cores in the Windows operating system. So 8 physical cores, 8 physical threads, hyper-threading technology disabled in the BIOS. Okay, 52 multiplier, no matter what. As external frequency 52 multiplier, and AVX2 instruction frequency 52 multiplier as well. All the energy saving states in the BIOS was disabled. All of them were disabled, and that means that frequency will be 5200 megahertz, 5.2 gigahertz per every single core, and it's not going to lower itself. Maybe just the air margin is going to lower by 10 megahertz. Keep that in mind. When it comes to Intel 9th gen CPU, which is 9000 series CPUs, AVX2 instruction, if the energy efficiency states are disabled in the BIOS, AVX2 instruction frequency multiplier is used to lower the frequency if necessary, because in the games usually if the CPU if the Intel driver and Intel chipset will decide you don't need to have that high frequency. It's going to lower it, but as again, it's not detailed. I better lock the frequency at maximum frequency possible when playing PC games because it's stable. Anyways, motherboard ASUS Maximus Z390 chipset, Maximus 11. As you can see, Titan RTX was running a PCI Express Generation 3, but 8x. Even if in the BIOS it said 16x, PCI Express Generation 3, every single settings. And I do not have any cards installed on any slots, and I don't have the M.2 NVMe SSD installed on the motherboard. It's still, guys, 8x. And I'm using the first slot closest to the CPU, but all three slots supporting 16x if nothing is installed in the other PCI slots. Keep that in mind, but it's a lie. And I do have two Titan RTX video cards. I tested on two Titan RTX video cards. It's still 8x. I also did test two Nvidia RTX 2080 Ti video cards. It's also 8x. It's not the motherboard. I tested on ASUS Z370 Maximus 10 here. The same story for the two Nvidia Turing GPU architecture, RTX 2080 Ti and Titan RTX video cards. Okay, keep in mind that Titan RTX video card is 256 CUDA core more than RTX 2080 Ti video card. It's also Nvidia Turing GPU architecture, but Nvidia Titan RTX video card is Nvidia flagship video card for the Turing GPU architecture or for the first generation of the RTX video cards, such as Nvidia RTX 20 series video cards. It's a first generation because Nvidia never released RTX 10 series video cards. Keep that in mind. Okay, this part is explained. DDR4 running 3300 MHz CL11, not CL18, not CL16, not CL13, CL11. The low value is better. 1T command. It's running 4 sticks, 8 gigabytes, total 32 gigabytes in dual channel 128-bit. Even if 4 sticks ready for quad channel 256-bit. However, the Intel i9-9900K doesn't support quad channel. At maximum it supports dual channel, and chipset Intel Z390 does not support quad channel. Maximum it supports dual channel. However, when you're running 4 sticks, even the cheapest possible system RAM DDR4, you're gonna demonstrate the maximum possible bandwidth. Alright guys, this part is covered. So just because CL11 we receive below 33 NS stands for the nanoseconds, and at the right top corner by that FPS while I was playing the gameplay, MS stands for the millisecond. The low value is better. Megabytes and gigabytes stands for how much data we can push per second. The higher value is better. So guys, for those who doesn't know, frequency on the system RAM DDR4 or DDR5 or DDR3 means higher bandwidth value. Megabytes or gigabytes, read, write, and copy. Latency, CL low value, means the low latency here, communication between the processor and system RAM, DDR4 in our case. Okay, so how to find out which scenario is the best? People, those reviewers, they're confused because they have no idea, those kind of mimicking hardware enthusiasts. You gotta divide the value of read, write, or copy bandwidth per second, divide by latency, and you're gonna find out how much data bandwidth you can push per 1 nanosecond. Okay, and that means the higher value is better. Keep that in mind. Okay, so both values are important: latency, CL, and frequency, which is the maximum bandwidth. But the most important as result will be how much data per 1 nanosecond you can push, and I just explained to you how to do that. Okay, also cache frequency level 3rd was overclocked from 34 multiplier to 48 multiplier, so it went from 3400 megahertz, which is 3.4 gigahertz, all the way to 4800 megahertz, 4.8 gigahertz. The higher value is better, and we decrease our latency over here in terms of the nanoseconds and push a little bit higher bandwidth. Okay, just a little bit. Okay, so this is, guys, not the average i9-9900K, but this is kind of the one of the best overclocks in home safe environment. Keep that in mind. This memory also one of the best system RAM DDR4. Actually, it's 5000 MHz CL18, so 2500 MHz times 2 because system RAM DDR4, external frequency 5000 MHz CL18, but unstable on Z370 or Z390 chipset. I tried ASUS Maximus 10, ASUS Maximus 11 with lattice biases. I tried the Gigabyte Z390, same deal, guys. So Cursor told me over the phone that it's going to be stable only on MSI Carbon Extreme Z390 chipset motherboard. Okay, but I have some doubts because I couldn't even keep this memory stable above 3800 megahertz even with CL18. The reason why, because it's using Micron technology chips, as you can see right here. Micron technology chip hates the high frequency but loves the low latency. While if you want to push system RAM DDR4 to high frequency, you want to use the Samsung B die chips for the DDR4. But Samsung B die chips hates the low latency. So I believe I squeeze out this Micron chips on a DDR4 the best possible way. Lowest possible frequency, but lower possible latency as well. When it comes to system RAM DDR4, one step down in CL latency is equal to 200 megahertz on average. Okay, so if you're going to calculate, it's almost running DDR4 5000 megahertz. Like if it's a little bit above 200 megahertz on average, one step down, we're going to be 5000 megahertz CL18 in other language, and if you're going to calculate it. So for instance, 3200 megahertz CL11 will be equal 3400 megahertz CL12. Okay, hopefully guys this explained pretty well for the beginners. So Titan RTX was running stock, as you can see, 24 gigabyte of video RAM, GDR6 by Samsung, 384 bits bus. Okay, it says memory 7000 megahertz, but this is internal. External for GDR6 will be 14,000 megahertz. Keep that in mind. Okay, 280 watts maximum, but sometimes when it's overclock above 300 watts. TU102 GPU, as you can see. This is the benchmark on the CPU Z. So for the games, single thread performance is important, multi-thread performance is not important. So the higher value for the single thread performance you have, the better FPS in PC games. In 2024, today is, as you saw, March 19, 2024, or even in 2027 will be the same scenario when your CPU is not fully utilized. As you remember, at the right top corner, I put the overall CPU utilization in percentage, and we've never went above 50% on overall CPU utilization. That means that you will never utilize even a single core, single thread at 100%. So single thread performance is crucial for PC games. Multi-thread performance benchmark on the CPU-Z result is crucial and comparable if you're building workstation. Let's say 3D rendering using the CPU, core CPU threads. CPU-Z testing for 10 seconds, every single core, every single thread on the multi-thread benchmark is utilized at 100% for 10 seconds, okay? And exactly 3ds Max Studio, Cinema 4D, Blender, 3D application that rendering for the 3D animators, 3D artists will utilize that. It will utilize as minimum 256 CPU threads. So when you're doing 3D rendering, 3ds Max, Cinema 4D, Blender, while using the CPU, you want to max out and enable all the CPU core, CPU threads as possible, including enable hyper-threading technology. On the newer CPU, enable efficiency cores and performance cores and hyper-threading technology. Everything which you can add as additional threads, you want to enable. This will boost up your score and boost up your results, okay, for 3D rendering. So as you can see, 4500 score for just 8 cores, 8 threads, not bad, 7.4 times. For the Intel 9 generation CPUs, this is a great score for the Intel 9000 series, okay. Alright guys, pretty much everything is explained. On the background, this is my system exactly the way it is. The CPU was water cooled by the AAO, by the Corsair H150i Pro. It came with the 360 millimeter rear and 3 Corsair fans. On top, I have 200 millimeter cooler master fan to cool down the VRM and cool down the system RAM, because system RAM was running 1.61 volt. Very crazy. As again, I'm going to create a tutorial how to overclock this DDR4 5000 MHz 18 by Corsair. It was only by Micron technology, and it's going to be a great tutorial how to squeeze out on the old school platform Z390, Z490, Z590, and Z690, and Z790. I'm going to show you the best way to utilize it if you into low latencies. Okay, as again, to find out which score will be the best for the system RAM, you want to divide bandwidth per second divided by latency and find out how much bandwidth can be pushed by 1 nanoseconds, and then based on that you can decide based on your system RAM DDR4 which is best to keep higher frequency but higher latency, or kind of lower frequency but low latency as well. Just find out how much the score will be per 1 nanoseconds. Okay, none of those copycats reviewers, PC hardware enthusiasts with million subscribers will never tell you that, because they're marketers. They're not actual PC hardware enthusiasts. Alright, guys, everything was tested, everything was explained. By the way, I'm using the liquid metal thermal compound paste by Thermal Grizzly on a CPU, as well as on Titan RTX on GPU. Liquid metal thermal compound paste by Thermal Grizzly, but it's using the dual fan Founders Edition cooling solution on air on Titan RTX. And on my video RAM, I also using the thermal compound paste by IC Diamond, which is the best after liquid metal. Okay, it's a diamond, not natural diamond, but synthetic diamond particles in there, and cool down pretty well the video RAM. Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching. As again, check out the video comments if you're a Contra lover, Contra Classic lover. If you play it a lot back in 1990s on the 8-bit console, I highly recommend for you to get the Contra Operation Galuga. It's just the same way, it feels the same way, just like Contra Classic was on the console 8-bit, but with much better visuals. But you're gonna get that feeling like it was like during that time the visuals was amazing, but during this time you're gonna see the visuals are not there. But this will bring you the same time, so you go ahead and walk through completely by yourself. They asking $39.99 US dollars on Steam. Not worth it, but I would say this game is totally worth it, $10 or below. Okay, I highly recommend. This game scored 10 out of 10 for $10 and below by UHD King. Okay, you can get it on Steam or on GOG or any other platforms. Guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is UHD King, aka I play 4K, aka I play 8K, aka I play 16K. Don't forget to thumbs up, smash that like button. A lot of time, money, energy is invested, and subscribe. And I will also be testing, as again, 5K, 6K, 7K, 8K, 10K, 12K, 16K video resolutions over UHDking.com. Do that. I'm a big fan of Contra, and I'm in love with this game, and I'm going to go ahead and dedicate some time, and it's going to be a nice benchmark for you. So we're going to compare with the next GPUs, next video cards, next processors, next PC systems, next mobile systems, next handheld devices in the future, and we're going to find out how well the technology improved and progressed. All right, have a good day, good morning, good day, good afternoon, till the next time.